So much pain! So much pain!
Well, what they say is true. All good things come to an end. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in. And I hate to be doing this reaction after a Bears loss, as the Bears' 4-game win streak comes to an end, as the Bears looked absolutely like dog shit on the road, 30-16 loss against the Lamar Jackson-less Baltimore Ravens. But before I get into that, make sure you guys leave this video a like. Continue to help this channel to grow, and I'm trying to get to 6K before the end of 2025. And make sure you click the subscribe button, notification bell, so you not miss anything that I post. But let's not make this any longer. Stab into it.
Not like this.
Where do I start with this Bears game? One problem that the Bears had today is we couldn't stop the run completely at all.
Trash!
They ran the football very well with 177 yards rushing.
Damn!
Derrick Henry, 21 carries, 71 yards. Having Tyler Snoop Huntley at that quarterback position, I'm not going to say he's Lamar Jackson-like, but he plays the similar style of football that Lamar Jackson does. And the Ravens don't really have to change their offense only but so much because of how dynamic Tyler Huntley is as a scrambler. 8 carries for 53 yards. Keaton Mitchell was really good with his speed, 4 carries, 43 yards. So we got back to our old ways. Could not stop the run.
Trash!
We couldn't run the football really well. We did, as a unit, 23 carries, 96 yards, and that touchdown for DeAndre Swift. We got back into what cost us the first 2 games of the year, turning the ball over.
Damn!
Penalties, penalties, penalties. Damn it, we keep shooting ourselves in the foot with personal foul penalties, pass interference penalties, more false start penalties on crucial third down situations. Penalties, penalties, penalties. 11 damn penalties today for 79 yards.
Dinkelberg.
We cannot win football games. We're getting so heavily penalized, 1, and then 2, those penalties come in costly times in crucial situations. Bears on third down today, 6 of 13.
Damn!
You're not gonna win too many football games when you can't get off the field, can't continue the drives on third down. Red zone efficiency, 1 of 3.
Ass.
And the other 2 will lead with field goals. And I've always been one that says you cannot win football games when you're consistently kicking field goals. That's part of what cost this Bears team today, is that they could not execute in the red zone.
Squidward!
We have our first 2 offensive drives, we're moving the football. We look like, okay, maybe this is starting to be like the game we kind of thought, or most people kind of thought coming into this one. And then we get to kick the field goals, and from there, it was just, from that first quarter on, it was completely down damn hill. And another thing that the Bears usually rely on, and I've always said that can't continue but only so long, is that they could not get the Ravens to create turnovers. The Ravens did not turn the football over today.
God damn it!
The Bears, during their 4-game win streak, were living by the turnovers as far as their defense goes, and they were giving up 6 yards per play.
Trash!
6 yards per play with no turnovers, and it is a recipe that kind of spells failure for the Bears. 24-19, Ravens advantage on first downs. Time of possession, almost neck and neck, 30-30 to 29-30. Basically a minute more the Ravens had the football. But we couldn't stop the run, and the passing stats looked like, oh, Caleb had a great game, 285, but not as much. And then the numbers-wise, I've always told you guys, I've never been big on numbers. He has some crucial mistakes as far as throwing the football. Even the late red zone drive missed that one, so you can almost say 1 for 4 in the red zone in this game.
Trash.
And when we're talking about this Bears defensive unit, the secondary injuries showed its ugly head. Not having Jaylon Johnson, not having Gordon, and not having Tyreek Stevenson in this ball game, I think started to show their ugly head on some of those crucial plays that the Ravens made. Whether it was 2nd and 22 or I think it was 2nd and 20 plus, and the Ravens ended up converting it with 2 pass plays because the Bears secondary is lacking depth. The Bears defensive line is lacking depth. Dominique Robinson gets hurt. Javon Dexter has a little bit of an injury that he's dealing with. Shamar Turner, he dealt with an injury and it was out for the ball game. So the depth on this Bears defense was tested today. Absolutely tested. And we just didn't live up to it.
Damn.
I give the Ravens credit. Playing Sloop Huntley was a big difference of where they were with Cooper Rush. And the decision to go to Snoop Huntley looks like a brilliant decision when it comes to this ball game, because the Bears were preparing for a guy like a Lamar. They were preparing for Cooper Rush and possibility, but having Snoop Huntley play the way that he did in this ball game made huge dividends from what we were seeing coming into this ball game with this Ravens football team. So it's just the fact of this Bears football team, it went back to some of the things that they did the first 2 weeks
Tinkleberg.
that cost them to lose this ball game. The score says 30-16. It could have been closer if we converted in the red zone. It may have been further if they didn't have some stops that led the Ravens to kicking field goals. But we're talking about this Bears unit that, like, a defensive unit was hurt. Offensive unit was off rhythm for majority of this ball game. We could not run the football well, which I think it set up so much of what the Bears were doing, especially the last 2 wins, was them running the football, and the passing game wasn't necessarily up to speed. And now the fact that we weren't able to run the football today, it puts so much onus on Caleb to be perfect and make some of those throws, which he has the ability to make. But in a ball game like this, you just didn't make them.
Squidward!
Martin Humphrey played well in their secondary. Nate Wiggins, he played well for the Ravens in their secondary. Kyle Hamilton made some plays. Roquan Smith having them back for the Ravens was huge in a ball game like this. And the Bears just could not take advantage of some of the early Ravens Ravens mistakes. And the Ravens took advantage of our interception, went right and scored a touchdown. And then we're talking about offensively, we could not, outside of the first quarter, everything flopped.
That is blasphemous.
Everything just flopped. And like I said about the turnovers, I was one that was saying that you can't keep that up. You're going to have to make crucial stops. The Bears weren't able to do so today. And you're not able to make stops, turn into a loss like this. Bears got 2 sacks on Huntley, great. But when we're talking about their passing game, secondary was hampered, which enabled them. Zay Flowers had a really good game. Rashad Bateman had some crucial catches. Mark Andrews made some crucial catches. DeAndre Hopkins, you could say that was a pass interference on the crucial catch to kind of put the ball game away. It's just the Ravens made plays when they needed to make plays, and the Bears didn't. And I think that was a big key in this ball game. The Bears didn't make the plays that they needed to make to kind of get an early 14-0 lead and make it a bigger hole for the Ravens to climb out of. And when you're enable a Ravens team to be able to run the football that plays right into their element. And I think the Bears, if they were able to convert on some of those early drives and get touchdowns, you kind of play in your own hands. You kind of take away the running game, the ability or the effectiveness of it, or the able to call it, because they're trailing by 14 already early, and they're going to feel like they're going to have to throw the football. So The Bears, the things that they did play right into the Ravens' hands, not stopping the run, turning the football over, not converting in the red zone, making crucial mistakes and penalties. That's what cost the Bears the ball game today. The penalties continue, and they weren't able to recover from it, and you get a ball game like this.
Trash.
So am I shocked the Ravens beat us? No. Am I shocked the way the Bears look today? Yeah, a little bit. I'm kind of shocked because the turnovers were a thing that helped us, and I knew it wasn't going to continue, but for only so long, and they weren't able to be it's a different defense when you don't turn the ball over, and this offense is a different offense when you're not able to run the football effectively, and it showed today. DeAndre Swift only had 11 carries. Kyle Malone got 7 carries. I still think they need to add a running back. I still think they need to add a pass rusher at some point if you want to continue some success, but man, we just didn't do it today.
Damn you!
And I'm not, it sucks. Yes, it sucks that we lost, but this probably is a way for the Bears to get back to the drawing board and start to look at themselves in the mirror and come down from that high and possibly start playing some better football and possibly stop with the mistakes and stop with the damn penalties and make some adjustments, especially if your secondary is going to be hampered like the way it was, because Jaylon Johnson's still on IR, and now Gordon is on IR, and who knows where it's going to be with Stevenson. So this game could and has the possibility to spell trouble, especially next week against Cincinnati if our secondary isn't healthy. So I hate the way that this looked, and winning a ball game like this would have been crucial with all the stuff that's going on with the Bears, but we weren't able to do it, and it sucks, but I don't even want to talk about this anymore. You guys stay safe. I'm done.
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
Game over.